the kitchen with the queen of Hallmark, our very good friend Lacey Chabert, who stars in Love, Romance, and Chocolate, premiering this weekend on Hallmark Channel. She's a self-proclaimed chocoholic, and she is sharing her recipe for chocolate-covered marshmallow cake. Take a look at that, you guys. Yummy. Lacey, thank you for being in the kitchen. We're so excited to taste it.
Welcome, Lacey.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, Larissa and Shirley and Cam are very excited to dig into this. And while you do, before we even get started and you let us know how to make this cake, I know that there's something very important that you want to share with all the viewers at home that you need them to know. That in this movie, there was no body double. You did all of your chocolate eating stunts.
All of it. Very professional.
All of them.
Wow. You know, you just have to rise to the challenge.
And you did.
Fully commit to the character. And I didn't want to be on camera and seem like, you know, I was scared to eat it and like pretend take a bite. So I ate it with passion and gusto and boxes of chocolates later, and like 17 takes later, I was like, you know what? Maybe that was a mistake.
Best idea.
Maybe we need to reel it back a little bit. But it was so much fun. I mean, when it's your job to eat chocolate, it's kind of fun.
Did you start delivering the lines faster and faster because of all the sugar? So I was like, oh my gosh, this is really good.
It's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love you. Are we falling in love? I think we are.
Debbie and I eat a little bit of sugar on this show, and we're like talking really fast by the end of the show.
But when in Belgium, you know, just like when in Rome, if you're in Belgium, you have to eat the chocolate.
Yes, it was amazing.
I know that this is your little girl Julia's absolutely favorite cake, isn't that right?
She loves marshmallows so much. I mean, she would eat bags of marshmallows.
Oh my goodness.
If I let her.
Look at, oh my
There she
gosh,
is.
what a fashionista.
I know, stealing my purse already. Those little heart-shaped sunglasses.
Oh.
But she loves marshmallows and she loves cake. Obviously, who doesn't? So this is a perfect cake for her.
And it's easy to make, right?
Yeah, it's actually not that many steps. You really start by, you have to cream the softened butter and sugar and eggs. And you have to add the eggs one at a time so that it stays fluffy.
Oh, so it's fluffy. Okay.
Yes.
All right, and then we slowly add the other ingredients.
Yes, you do your vanilla extract, and I like to use pure vanilla extract.
Me too.
Not imitation
it really
vanilla.
does make a difference.
It really does. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's you can taste the vanilla.
It's
it doesn't
worth it.
cook off in the dish.
Does the chocolate in Belgium taste different than here?
Some of it did, yeah. You know, I never really liked dark chocolate very much, but I grew to love it over there.
Yeah.
You learn to appreciate the flavor of chocolate and not just the sweetness. It was amazing.
And I love that you told me a little earlier that you found out that the reason that dark chocolate is dark chocolate is because they add more cocoa, not sugar.
Yes, exactly. And that's why it's actually a little bit less sweet than milk chocolate, is my understanding.
It's really good.
Yes.
Okay, but we're adding cocoa.
Back to the cake.
And sugar. But, you know.
So once this is creamy, you add your flour and your cocoa powder.
Okay.
And you kind of have to do it
slowly so it doesn't explode
so that
on
it doesn't,
us. I have a little trick
right
for that.
on her. Oh,
there you go.
See, that's what you call teamwork.
There you go. Look at that. Teamwork makes the dream work, Lacey.
Yes.
Da-da-da.
There you go.
There we go.
You know, and you have to kind of scrape the sides of the bowl down and make sure it gets.
Oops.
Oh yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah,
there you
just
go.
Like that.
It's just like the movie all over again. There we go. Oh,
hey,
look,
I never said I was a professional.
I think that was my fault, actually, honey. I'm the one who turned it off. So there it goes. Oh, look, that's a beautiful batter.
So you'll let it mix for a few minutes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we forgot the pecans.
Oh,
Throw those in there. Mix those up.
Forget that.
Yes, and we actually I don't put the nuts in it because we have some allergies in my household, but the pecans in it are amazing.
And if you have allergies, just leave them out.
Yeah, leave them out. It's not necessary.
Okay, so now over there I see that you have prepared the Pyrex dish.
Yes, I have.
To bake this. So what do we do with that?
Greased it and floured it.
Okay.
And then we're going to throw it in there.
Just pour it in. You want me to do it?
Yeah, go for it.
You can spread.
Out of curiosity, what does the flour do on the pan? So I know you greased it, but
it helps it so the cake doesn't stick.
Oh, it does as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I know, Lacey, you grew up in the South. Growing up in the South, you must have done this with your family a million times.
A million times. I can always remember like cooking with my grandmother, cooking with my mom. Some of my oldest memories actually are of being in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And you know what? I actually play a pastry chef or a chef in so many of these movies. People stop and ask me all the time. They're like, do you just enjoy baking and cooking? I'm like, no, I actually really do.
It's very nostalgic, but it's true. I mean, you think about in Southern, like it's just part of our culture. Everything's in the kitchen.
Yes.
Right? Always.
Yes, the family, all the good conversations are gathered around a preparation of a meal.
All the laughter, all the tears, all the drama, all of it in the kitchen. That's true. Okay, so that goes in the oven for how long?
This goes in the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes on 350.
Oh my gosh. Nice. Hold on. Let me get you some oven mitts.
And
Here
then
you go.
through the magic of this very magical kitchen,
Oh, that's beautiful.
out comes the finished product.
Ooh.
Da-da-da-da.
That is so gooey.
And here's the trick. You have got to pour the marshmallows on the cake while it's still hot. Because you want them to kind of melt into the cake a little bit and not stay whole.
Okay.
So you go ahead and do that. This is Julia's favorite part.
Gosh.
And then you eat a couple also.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It really is. The cake
That's also
part's so
fun.
chewy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Really,
so
you like it?
gooey and chewy, like a brown, almost like a
Yes.
I love the tip
Love
that
it.
you had the tip, so undercook it a little.
Yeah, I always like to undercook my cake just a little bit. You want it to be fully cooked in the middle, but just stick a toothpick in. The second it comes out clean, it's done.
Yes, that's so
Don't
good.
overcook
And
it.
how come?
Okay.
Just so it doesn't get too chewy? Or?
Yeah, so it doesn't get dry because it very easily can get very dry.
And then we cover it with your delicious icing. So
Yes,
what is-
while this is melting,
Okay.
then you're going to prepare your icing, which is almost like fudge. It's melted butter, a box of powdered sugar, or 4 cups of powdered sugar.
Because it's not decadent enough, Lacey. You know what I mean?
Listen,
You've got the chocolate cake and the marshmallows.
From the South.
Yeah.
All butter, all sugar,
All the time.
Make this into a treat because I'm wondering when it's going to
all
become a
sugar,
dessert.
all the time. We're opening a restaurant called All Butter,
You're
All
not
Sugar.
eating the
I'll
whole
go.
thing, or you can eat the whole thing if
No.
you
Just
want. We're not
having a little
judging.
No, it's fantastic and it's delicious, like we
good,
said.
yeah.
We're all
So
enjoying
that's
it over
just
here.
Thank
cocoa
you.
powder, sugar.
Yes, and butter, and a little evaporated milk, and then at the very end you add the vanilla. You
Okay,
don't want to cook
vanilla
off the
extract,
vanilla.
It's good.
And while you're
So-
doing that, I'll ask you, I know you've said that cakes are one of the things that can really bring back memories, past memories. It
Yeah.
sort of takes you back into a time. Tell us about some of the photos here that we're going to put up from your birthdays.
Oh my goodness, that was one of my childhood birthdays, and we were just saying how birthdays when I was little was a sheet cake from the grocery
Yep.
store and wearing your favorite, character shirt. And I couldn't believe how much I actually look like Julia there.
I mean, you guys are like twins.
Yeah, but that was at my grandmother's house, and this is actually one of my grandmother's favorite shows. So she will be watching this.
Really?
No, truly.
What is your
She
grandma's
loves it.
name?
Her name is Sue. Nanny.
Could you come visit
Nanny,
us?
hi. My grandma's the best. She's taught me so much and such a huge part of my life. I love her.
Okay,
so much.
Sue.
Hi, Nanny.
I'm going to tell you right now. Did you call her Nanny?
Nanny.
Nanny, because every grandma in the South is Nanny too.
Of course.
So Nanny Sue, we'd like to invite you to come to the kitchen and cook with Lacey next time she's here. I'm not kidding.
serious?
I swear.
would
If
be-
you're watching, we'd love to have you.
Definitely.
Would you come
so
do it?
sweet. Yeah, she would love that. That's
Gosh,
amazing.
come on, Nanny.
That's so sweet. So
All
you
right,
basically
you guys
just
have a little taste.
there you go.
There it is.
Oh my
Look
gosh,
at how
that's so
amazing
good.
that
Now we just
was.
eat the top of it.
Yes.
Is,
Take a lick.
everybody. This recipe will be at
big spoon if you want that.
hallmarkchannel.com.